Hello, hello, we are back. I'm going to just put these in here. By all means, shuffle ahead if you'd like. I apologize for, well, I'm sorry, not sorry for getting a little emotional at the end of the last story, only because I'm just so touched that these messages are so in alignment with what's on the table. Very fortunate to have the assistance of the what is it called? The web, I guess, to acknowledge or give information about what certain numbers mean. You can't make it up when you're telling a story and you ask a question and it confirms and links together everything it was that you were saying already. I am not a psychic. I am not a medium. I just draw pictures and I share the meaning of these pictures as they're laid out on the table. Everyone sees me putting the cards in and shuffling the cards. So whatever is coming out in the row that they're coming out in has nothing to do with me or what it is that I want to say. I hope that that's enough for anyone who might be watching to realize that what's meant to be is always meant to be. Though we have free choice and free will, even when people try to take those things away from us, in all actualities, there is something greater than I or you or us who ultimately decides what goes on, what transpires, what happens. And if that's not enough to scare someone straight who might be on the fence or curious to or whatnot, I don't know what else would. As long as you're breathing and as long as you have another day where you're waking up, then there's always another opportunity to make things right, to do right, to be right, to think right. My purpose here is to share the information. I always share like little things about supplements and healing and, information I come across that hopefully would help another person. That's my role. That's what I do. I heal, I support, I nourish. Maybe in a world that doesn't like that sort of thing or has tried to hide those kinds of informations. I mean, did you know that essential oils and supplements and herbs and healing herbs of that matter was considered witchcraft once upon a time? And they used to get rid of people who had the knowledge. Did you know that? And did you also know that there's been I've read several stories of studies that have been done to cure certain things like cancer and diabetes and things of that nature. And the people that come up with these ideas or these solutions are no longer with us. Now, I'm not telling you anything new because, I mean, it's all out there in the news, and anyone who wants to read about it or research about it, it's all available to you. And there's a lot of people who are speaking about it. So it's not like I'm telling anything new. But I can definitely tell you that the more I speak about the truth and speak on the details of the things that have happened to me personally in my own life, the worse things have been. The more difficult things have been for me. They say it's not the evil in the world that is the greatest detriment, but the people who stand by and do nothing or say nothing about it is the greatest detriment. That was Einstein, and I've said it before. So this has been going on for years. And we just keep pushing it aside. First card out, we've got the web we weave, the cycle of life, capturing, trapping, draining the blood of their prey. We've got the chameleon. Perhaps there's a web that is trying to conceal themselves. Perhaps they're trying to hide their trap. They're trying to blend in their trap as being a life cycle of some sort, when in all actuality, it was created purposely versus it just being a life cycle. We've got a yawn. Someone is bored. They do it because they're bored, folks. It's exciting to them. They stay up all hours of the night. Regardless of what it is that they do, they still feel like they kind of just blend in and they're not seen. That's why they do it. They're empty inside. Overall, though, they're just bored. And they thinking trapping someone else and watching their demise is entertaining. I wonder if they thought it would be so entertaining if the person who is watching is the person who it happens to with the target. Also, the Sagittarius card. Perhaps someone is tired of being the target. I do wish people understood that creating a situation for someone else to be the target will always be the target yourself. Because if someone's going to talk bad about somebody, they're going to talk bad about you. If someone's going to betray somebody, they're going to betray you. They'll probably even have more fun betraying someone who was in it with them than they would somebody they have no kind of connection to or relationship to or friendship or bond to. Right? I would think that would ignite way more entertaining for someone who has that mentality. Wow, that was dark. Someone is bored with targeting the setups that are already meant to be targeted. Semicolon. They could have stopped targeting, but they chose to go on. Even though they were bored with it. Oh, sure, let's just go ahead. Someone's taking the lead. Someone is guiding someone. Maybe through their creative energy. They could be using SC actual energy. Maybe someone is easily controlled through their SC actual energy. Maybe someone is using their creative flow to guide people. They're taking people by the neck. Regarding their SC actual energy, it could be also their sacral chakra, quote unquote. You heard what I said. This person could speak positive or be positive or see people positive or see the world positive in a loving, caring way. Perhaps that is what they're wanting inside their trap. Perhaps they think that this way of living is full of hot air. Perhaps this person who lives this way sees things from a higher perspective. Capturing those moments, the paparazzi. Perhaps there's evidence, pictures that have been taken of an earth angel or a Virgo. Sturdy foundation, stability. Could be in their 40s, could be 4 days, 4 months, it could be April. Angelic protection. Deep emotional pain that hasn't been dealt with. Or deep roots in general.